5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me. Level up, 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 level up.
Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Stephanie. I'd like to welcome all my new little subbies. As y'all can tell by the title, this video is going to be kind of like a makeup 101, just kind of my take on how I either apply my makeup or how I use a certain brush. This is all just how I go in and do my makeup. Some of these brushes, other people might use them for other stuff, you know, like this is just my take on how I create my makeup looks and how I use my brushes. Now, I do want to apologize, guys. I look through a lot of my videos and I know that I'm always looking to the side. That's because I have my vanity here next to me instead of in front of me, because it's just a basic vanity. It's not the one that has like the mirrors, the lighted mirror yet. So I apologize for always looking this way. I want to try to focus on looking at you guys and just kind of grabbing what I need. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in this video. Alright guys, first things first, this is my ride or die. This is, I think everybody that puts on makeup, wears makeup, does whatever with makeup, you have to have this. This is by far my favorite. This is the Neutrogena Makeup Wise Cleansing Towelettes. This, for me, this is, now I actually, hold on, I've actually gone and tried to be cheapskate some days, and I just pick up like an off-brand at the dollar store thinking like, oh, you know, they'll do the same thing. That they don't. This is the only one that, this is the only brand. Now they have this one, and then there's a purple pack, and I think the purple pack is like for nighttime. I think it's like lavender or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I've tried both of them. To me, it's just a different scent. They both work the same. This pulls off anything that's waterproof, anything like I use some of the Pretty Vulgar eyeliner, and you'll be using like 15 of like the knockoff brand ones to try to take this makeup off. So I always use this, and I recommend, highly recommend the Neutrogena makeup wipes. These are my ride or dies. I always keep them, and I also keep I keep this one at my makeup desk, and then I keep a travel size in my purse just in case. And then I also have been really liking this. This is the Green Clean. This is a makeup melt away cleansing balm, and let me show you. I got this in the BoxyCharm. I think it was a Boxy Luxe. It just looks like this on the inside. It's kind of like a balm. It smells really clean. It doesn't have a real strong scent to it. But all you do is you just go in with that. You put a little bit on your face, and it breaks down the makeup. So like when I have on waterproof mascara or waterproof eyeliner, I like to take this first. And of course I always pop out my contacts, because it does tend to leave like a little haze on your contact if you don't pull it out, because it is like a balm. So I always pull out my contacts first, and then I'll apply some of this, and I'll rub it in real good to like break up all the makeup on my eyes, and then I'll take the Neutrogena wipe and go through and pull everything off. And even after I use these, I do go in with a exfoliating scrub, and I don't know what brand that is, I'll have to look, but I go in with an exfoliating scrub and I wash my face completely, get everything off. I use a Noxzema little pad, I don't know what they're called, they're just the little white pads, and I'll go through and I'll go again and make sure all that makeup is out of my face before I apply my moisturizing cream. This is just a collagen cream. I got this, like I said, also in the BoxyCharm Luxe. It looks like this. I put this on every night and every morning. I wash my face when I get out of the shower. That's whenever I exfoliate my face. I spend a lot of time on my face, and then I'll do, if I'm gonna do a sheet mask or a pill mask or whatever I'm gonna do, I do all that, and then I go back in and I wash off that product, and then I put on my it's just kind of like anti-wrinkle stuff. So I put this on at night when I wash my face, and in the morning I wash my face again with the exfoliating stuff. I put this back on, and then I let this sit for a little bit, guys, and then I'll go in before I do my makeup. And I've been using the e.l.f. This is the Daily Hydration Moisturizer. This has a really clean scent. It doesn't leave you feeling greasy. Like I wasn't too happy with this one. This was the e.l.f. Prime Stick. This will leave you with a, I don't know why that, I guess when I keep getting up, it's making me look darker. Sorry guys. Anyway, this stick left me with a a really greasy feeling like whenever I prime my face, but the daily hydration moisturizer does not do that to me. It doesn't leave me with any type of residue or anything. I rub it into my skin and it goes right into my skin. I really like the way my makeup wears whenever I hydrate. I used to not do that step, not until I started watching like bigger YouTubers and how they would talk about that was like their first step, you know, because that's what helped them wear their makeup. So I used to not hydrate my face. I would just go in with a primer, but now I do. Like I said in my previous videos, that's a step that I don't leave out. Next, I want to talk about my face primer, the Tatcha face primer that I'm using right now, guys. If you want to splurge on something, I believe this was $47. I highly recommend the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like, and then I'll pull it a little bit and maybe I can make it into focus. This is how it goes on. It kind of starts out with like a white, and then you rub it down and it just leaves it. Like I said, there's no greasy fill-in, there's no nothing on that. This is, I've never had, and I've had some pretty high-end primers. Like I said, I've had the Estee Lauder, the Illuminator. I really love the way that works. The Cover FX Blurring Primer, I love the way that works. I didn't have such a good try on with the Becca. This was the Ever Matte Poreless Primer. Like I said, I don't even know why I have it. I'm gonna chunk it right now. I don't like that. It left, like, it dried me. I don't, even though it's a matte, it just looked like I had dried, like wherever I put it. If I put it on my forehead, you know, right here in my T-zone area, like it left like white residue all over my face, and my face felt so tight. I felt like I couldn't even move. Like, I felt like I had one of those masks on that dry down and you peel it off. That's how that made my face feel. So I wouldn't recommend that one. It didn't work for me. But this is my go-to primer as of now, the Tatcha Silk Canvas. And then for foundations, I like drugstore foundations, guys. I guess the only high-end one I've had so far, I've had the Born This Way Too Faced foundation. I love the way that wore. I had the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation whenever I had it in my right color. I love the way that wore. I've tried the Limelight. That's very good. And my two favorite drugstores right now is the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the Matte Plus Poreless one. Now I do have another one that I'll use it if that's like the only thing I have. But this is the one that I go to because there's another one that's called, I believe, Silk or Dewy and, let me see, hold on. Yeah, the Dewy and Smooth. I don't like this one. I'm not saying that it's a bad formula. I just don't like the way it wears. It leaves me looking really shiny, and I don't like that. I'm always gonna go for a matte foundation. And then my other one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. And then I'm also gonna tell you, these to me, I consider dupes. This is the Eco Tools Green Sponge. This is what this looks like. It's all dirty, guys. I need to wash my sponge. And then this is just your basic Beauty Blender brand Beauty Blender. And as you can see, they're both very soft when they're damp. This would be a dupe for the Beauty Blender. I see no difference. This is what I used to always go to, just wanting a beauty blender just to try it out for myself. I went ahead and bought some beauty blenders from the online from Ulta, and I mean, it's the same thing for me. The only reason that I go and I still have this one, that I grabbed this one, is because I use this to come underneath my contour just because of the straight edge. But that's basically the same thing. Now, for brushes and the usage that I use my brushes for, these right now are some of my favorite brushes that I'm using. I'm gonna pull these two out first just to tell you the difference. When I first started putting on makeup, I was all about the fan brushes. I believe this was like one of the first expensive brushes I bought. I always used to watch YouTube videos and be like, why do they keep saying numbers? Well, when I went to Ulta for the first time, I was like, oh, okay, this is a number 16. That's why they say that. So I think I paid like 25 or, no, maybe not that much. Maybe like 15, 20 bucks. I don't remember. But anyways, and I've had it for so long that I don't even remember the brand. It's already all, I rubbed it off, I guess. But this is the fan brush, and I hate to say it, but I don't use these anymore. I got one in the Morphe Me. I have a subscription for Morphe Me that I get 5 brushes every month for $20. And I got this fan brush as well. This is a Y13. I should have left the package on this, guys, and I could have thrown it in a giveaway because they come with like the little plastic thing, but I didn't, and so I don't want to give that away because, like I said, it's just kind of been sitting in my brushes. But if I do receive any more fan brushes or any brushes that I don't use or duplicate of brushes, I am going to keep them in the package, and I'm going to put them in one of my giveaways that I'm going to be doing. But this is what I use now for my highlight. This is the Morphe M451 brush, and it looks like this. I just love the way that this applies my foundation, my highlight. I really like it to really get in there and give, you know, kind of highlights only where I went. With the fan brush, I felt like it just spread all over my face. Whenever I would do it on, it would come like way up here. With this, it's more precise as to where I place the product where I want it, instead of just kind of going in the product spreading everywhere with the fan brush. So this is what I use for highlight, and this is the Morphe 451. Now, my other one that I'm enjoying that I use for contouring my face is the Morphe Y11. And you can kind of see why, because it has that little dome shape on it. So it's real easy to just get right there underneath my cheekbone and contour my face. I'm really liking this brush as well. That's what I use this one for. And then I have a Morphe. And guys, like I said, the only reason why I have all these Morphe brushes, I wish this video was sponsored. Morphe, hit me up. But the only reason that I have all these brushes, like I said, is because I love the quality of these brushes, and they're very inexpensive if you want to go purchase these on your own. They're very inexpensive brushes. Like I said, I get 5 brushes every month for $20. So if y'all want to know what that is, that subscription, leave a comment down below and I will tell y'all. I'll actually leave you my link that you can go and sign up from my referral link or whatever it is. If you want that, let me know and I'll leave it in the description box below. But this brush, I really love this brush to apply my bronzer. This is the Morphe M553 brush. I just love it because it's a big fluff, but it also kind of has the dome to where I can dip into that and just kind of place the product where I want it. So that's what I use to bronze my face. So I'm really enjoying this brush for that. And then I love this Morphe M531. This is what I use for my crease. No matter what I'm doing, no matter what color I'm doing, anything that I'm gonna apply, I always go in with this, just because it's like, if you can see, it has like it's like domed out as well. So whenever I go into my crease, it applies perfectly in that crease, and then I'm able to either take it out or just blend it up, you know, into my brow bone, whatever I need. This brush works perfect for it. So if you are new like I am to makeup and you just are kind of learning by word of mouth from YouTubers or whatnot, pick up some of these brushes, because I've noticed a lot of them, they use, you know, they use their brushes for what they're supposed to be used for. Obviously, like I said, I'm just new. I just like to play with makeup and I like to share the information with you guys. But if you want to really get into makeup and you're kind of having a little bit of trouble with it, because like for me, I had a lot of trouble. Like there was times like where I just didn't even want to do my makeup anymore. I would sit here and apply it and then take it off, apply it and then take it off, because I just didn't like the way it was coming out. The eyeshadows were looking too harsh. Like it's a journey, and they are very true when they say the more practice you do on your makeup, the better you'll get. Because I've come to find that out to be true, because that's how I am. There'll be times like where I'll go months with maybe just throwing on some foundation and walking out the door, and then there's times like where I have an event to go to, or me and my boyfriend are going out, or whatever the case may be, and I have to put on a full face of makeup so I can look decent, and it just pisses me off because I'm like, oh my god, I forgot everything. Sometimes I catch hair on my eyebrows. Like I'm saying, guys, practice makes perfect. So if you're having a little bit of trouble with your makeup, don't give up. I promise you'll get there. But I'm also recommending these brushes because these brushes are very good for beginners. Like I said, they're very easy to get into your crease and blend any shadow, whether it be a dark shadow, a light shadow, a transition color, whatever. I really recommend this brush. Alright, as well, this is also what I use, and I need to clean my brushes. As you can see, I have this pink going on today, so you know what brush I used. But again, this brush, I do use this brush. This is the Morphe G17. If I'm not going with a too deep of a color or whatnot, or if I don't want the color to go as high up into my crease, then I do use this to just get right in there and blend it out. Just the same thing, it's just a smaller, or maybe, what is it, denser, I guess. But sometimes I'll use it on my, to apply my first transition shade. If not, I'll use it to go right underneath the transition shade as my second color. I really enjoy using this brush for it. Guys, the other day, that's why I haven't uploaded. I have to keep looking at my mirror because the camera that I have, I found out, this video is going to be all over the place. This is just an informational video. But the camera that I have, I had to get a USB for it because I YouTubed how to hook a view, they call it a viewfinder. It's just, I use just a regular little bitty old TV that I had from a long time ago. It's one of the newer ones that have the HDMI place where you can plug in like an HDMI cord. Well, come to find out, my camera's not, I think they're like DSLR or whatever the hell those cameras are. My camera is not like that. So it does not pick up on a viewfinder or a TV. So I'm not able to see myself because I don't have the little flip up camera. It's just a basic camera. So I have to have my mirror sitting behind my camera so I can see. And if I do this, I'm just making sure that my little record button's on, because the other day I filmed a whole video, or so I thought, and I didn't record shit. So if you see me looking, that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's move on. Now this brush I also like to use as once I apply my transition color, or the first color that I'm going to be using, I like to go in with the Luxie 121 mini tapered brush, just because that's a little bit smaller than these other brushes, and so I can really focus the color that I want to blend out. Especially if I'm doing a darker color, I like to use these little smaller ones because it doesn't, these bigger ones tend to spread color, the shadows more, how do I say it? Alright, the bigger brushes will spread color more on the eyelid than a smaller one would. So really when you use a smaller one, you're able to place it and then just blend it where you want the color, instead of going in with a bigger brush and just kind of getting it on there and it's going everywhere. So that's what I like to use the Luxie 121 brush for. Then I like to use the Morphe M534 brush. Looks like this. I like to use this brush if I'm going to place a dark shade, a light shade, whatever shade I'm going to place on my eyelid. I like to use this to pack it on. And then, since you can see how it's kind of, I guess, square maybe. Once I pack it on, I like to use it to round out in my crease and then just kind of buff it out. So that's what I use this for. This BH Cosmetics brush, the only thing that I ever use this brush for, since it's so small, this is the brush that I use to take any highlight shade and place right in the corners of my eyes and to highlight my brow bone. But I love it for that. It works great for that. And the same thing with the Y18, the Morphe Y18 brush. It is, again, you can know what brush I use because it's all pink. I'm going to clean my brushes today, guys. But like I said, this is one too that I like to just, because it fits so perfectly in my crease. So when I do a dark color, or I'm trying to, if I'm doing a dark color and I'm building it up, then I like to use this to just kind of buff it out. And especially if I want that pulled look, I'll just, I just use this to kind of get in there and buff it and pull it out. So these, I have a lot more brushes, guys, but that's just, oh yeah, we'll show you this one. This one, I'm just trying to get the basics of what I kind of use in my everyday makeup videos. This is the Morphe M6. The bristles are so soft on this brush. This is the brush that I'm using for foundation. When I do use a brush, if I don't use the Beauty Blender, I really recommend this brush. I really love how it applies. It doesn't leave me streaky. It doesn't leave a bunch of little drag marks in there. So that's the brush that I use for my foundation. Like I said, I have a lot more brushes, but those are just the basic brushes that I use every day when I apply makeup. Those are the ones that I usually grab. And if I don't use those, the brushes that I do use are very similar to those. And this is this is an Alimad brush. I also got this in my BoxyCharm. They don't have numbers, and I hope I'm saying that right. I think the brand is Alimad. They came out with, they have a second palette, but this was one of the first palettes that they came out with, and I got this in the BoxyCharm as well. So I believe that's how you say it, Alimad. But this is the brush that I like if I'm going to do a cut crease. I like how it's really packed and then it's rounded to help really get the shape of my eyelid. So that's the brush that I use for that. And basically, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't have like a hair or something on my face. I use just the regular eyelashes. If you there's thousands of videos on how to apply falsies, but if that's something that y'all would like to see me do, how I do it, my technique, because there's a lot of other ways, there's a lot of techniques on how to apply falsies. So but I just use basic falsies. I use the Ardell. I've tried the Lily Lash. I do like it, and I would recommend it if you're really good at putting on lashes, because the band is a little wide on those, so you kind of, not you have to know what you're doing, but you just kind of have to be familiarized with wearing lashes already. But they are a beautiful lash, and I actually messed it up. I tried to pull some glue off of it, and I ended up pulling the whole darn piece of the lashes off. But I just use these regular Ardell wispies. They're the ones that I have on today. Or if I'm really gonna get glammed up to go out, I use, I'm really liking these. This is the Kish Lash Couture. This is a triple push-up collection. This is in the shade, this is in the style Teddy. That's like for a date night or going somewhere, doing something. And like I said, this has been, I haven't tried any lash glue other than this that I'm digging at the moment. And I've tried a few. But this is what I use. This is what I go to all the time. This is the Duo Clear. It dries down to clear. And then I just use the Lily Lash applicator to apply. Just something fairly simple. But that's pretty much how, oh yes. And then I had a subscriber ask me one day, she was like, what do you mean whenever you spray setting spray? Now, whenever I spray this setting spray on my brush, but the reason that I do that is because all it does is enhance the color. That's it. And I usually use this on shimmer shades. Anything shimmery that's really loose, or like, you know, shimmer shades tend to have a little bit more fallout than a matte shade. Now, some mattes do have quite a bit of fallout, but I've noticed that the shimmer shades do have quite a bit of fallout. So I do go on first, and I will pack a shimmer shade, and then I'll pick some up on a brush and spray it with the setting spray. And all it does is help stick more product to the eyelid. That way it enhances the color of the shade that you're using. So that's all that means, guys, when I say that. I apologize for not going more into detail when I do that. I just get so caught up in the video that I tend to not explain things. But that's all that does. When I say that I'm going to spray some of the setting spray on my brush, that's all it means. But that's pretty much my makeup 101 basic things of my everyday wear, what I use, how I use it, how, you know, how they work for me. So I hope this video helps y'all. Like, if you're, like I said, if you're somebody that's new and you're playing with makeup and you're barely starting out, a lot of those brushes that I named will help you. They'll, you know, makeup is a very scary thing. You know, like I said, it's scary for me to go in and try to recreate some of these looks, and a lot of times you don't see me doing it because I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, they make it look so perfect, and I just don't feel like I could ever be that great. But you know, I do a lot of these these looks off camera, and if I like the way they turn out and I nail it, then I'll record it and I'll do a video on it. But like I said, I'm new with makeup and I'm just starting to learn as well. So that's just my basic 101 on makeup, the way I use it. So I hope that has helped all of y'all out. And also, don't forget that there is a giveaway going on my channel. I will link that video at the end of this video if you want to figure out how to enter that. It's not hard, but it does end on January 31st. So if you're new to my channel and you have been watching this video and you've stayed to the end of this video, then you'll know that at the end of this video there is a giveaway. So I'll go ahead and link that video at the end of this video, and when I get to 1K, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway, and I want to ask my subscribers what they would like me to give away. At first, I originally wanted to give away the Through My Eyes I Love Serai X collection from ColourPop. This is her latest collab. Sorry guys. This is what it looks like. Y'all have seen this. If you're subscribed to my channel, if y'all have seen this a few times, you know how much I love this palette. I absolutely love it. And I'm also going to do the palette. And these, finally, I remember to pull them out. These are the 3 lippies. that come in this palette. Come with this collab. Okay, so you'll get 2 ultra matte lippies and 1 gloss with that collab, if that's the one that y'all decide on. Or, sorry guys, I was trying to swatch it and it stained my arm. Or another palette that I highly recommend and I really enjoy using is the ColourPop collab with Becky G. And I'll show you what it looks like. These are both bomb palettes, and this comes with 5 lipsticks. Or let me see, I think there's satin lip, there's a matte. Yeah, all of these are either going to be a satin or a matte finish, and this is what they look like. So y'all guys, let me know once we reach the 1K mark. I am going to be doing that. Now, these are my personal collabs like that I bought, but I'm going to buy, I'm going to buy obviously a palette in the bundle package whenever I hit 1K. So that's why I'm asking. I've played with both of them. I love both of them. I like I love all the products. They go on really great. The eyeshadow palettes are very pigmented. The colors are awesome. You can build them up. You can buff them out. They're really pretty. That's why I picked these 2 to do the 1K with. So let me know if y'all would like the Becky G collab or the I Love Sarai collab. So just drop that down in the comment section below. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that type of video. This was a requested video. That's why I recorded this video. I know it was a little lengthy and y'all probably got tired of hearing me yap, but hey, thanks for putting up with it if you made it through the end of the video. But alright guys, and also let me know if y'all like this look that I did today. It's a very Valentine look-ish. I have done 2 other Valentine videos on my channel. That's why I didn't know whether or not to film this or not. But if y'all do like this, drop a comment down below and I'll do a video on how I created this look. But if you guys are new to my channel and you like what you've been seeing, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell, that way you can be notified every time I post a video. Don't forget that there's a giveaway at the going on to the 31st, and I'm going to post that at the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the continued support. I really appreciate it. Thanks.